Hi, my name is Casey Donner. I'm recording my MPA3. It is February 6, 2023. My field of view is 393 by 223 micrometers, and my sample is vermicompost from the Urban Worm Bag at a 1 to 10 dilution. So let's get started. Focusing out and in so we can see different things showing up in the different layers. We have a flagellate here. Oh, I think that's the only flagellate for now. Then we see some fungi here, so let's just measure it. It's tan. Let's focus. Follow that length. 0.503 units. 0.503. And a diameter of 4. Diameter of 4. Okay. Brown fungi with a length of 0.142 units and a diameter of 3.5. There might be another piece in this aggregate, but I cannot tell for sure, so I'm not counting it. We have a smooth, curvy pencil line right here. 0.062 in length. That might be actinobacteria. We have some CT on the bottom. We have a lot of microarthropods in this sample. Almost looks like fungi here, but not quite, so I don't feel confident counting something if I don't know. I don't feel it for sure. Okay, so we focus down, away, forward, and away, and that's it. Okay, moving on. This is field of view 1 of reading 1. So now we're headed to field of view 2 of reading 1. Okay, so we had some cellulose at the bottom. We have what looks like fungi at the top. The only piece that I feel confident about, that I feel good about, is this piece. It is a light brown, 0.107 units in length, and it has a diameter of, oh, it's actually tan. It's not even brown. It has a diameter of 2. Okay, that might be, yeah, we'll go with 2. Okay, we have another filament here, but I don't think it's anything that we count. And of course, these other filaments that we don't count either. Okay, so moving on to field of view 3. Okay. So we have a brown piece of fungi here. It has a length of 0.046 and a diameter of 2. This almost looks like fungi, but not quite. This almost does, but it's very thin. And let's see what about this. Usually fungi break off at this. Yeah, I think this is probably fungi. 0.035. It's clear and it has a diameter of 3. Okay, so this is a filament, but it's not fungi. It doesn't have the kind of cell wall we're looking for. This almost looks like actino, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. Looks like some kind of plant fiber. So does this one. This is rigid. Okay, we're gonna focus up and down. Focus up and down to the top. We have some kind of debris decomposing. Almost looks like fungi here, but not quite. So I think that's good. We're gonna move on to field of view 4. Okay, so we have some flagellate here. We have a thin, smooth pencil line, actinobacteria, 0.115. Another one here. We have that same flagellate, 0.085. And It almost looks like there's fungi hiding in this aggregate, but I really cannot tell for sure. So I'm checking out the other aggregates. Cannot tell for sure for those. Now we do have this clear piece. It kind of looks like fungi to me, but it has a ragged edge. So I feel like probably not. If it had septa, maybe, I don't know, it's kind of torn and damaged perhaps, but I don't feel confident about that piece. Okay, so we'll focus up, focus down. Thought I saw a flagellate over here somewhere, but maybe not. Okay, so we will move on to the next field of view. Field of view 5 of reading 1. So, ragged and jagged ends. This could be a spore. Might be fungi, but I can't really tell. This looks more like fungi. It's clear, but it has a thick cell wall. It looks damaged. We have a flagellate right above me. 0.073 units in length with a diameter of 3.5. Flagellate to the left, right here. Flagellate, is that the same one? I think it's the same one that was to the left. Okay, we have a seed out here. Any more fungi? We have a spore. Thin curvy pencil line. 0.065 units in length. That's that same flagellate on the left. Same one. We have that fungi right, the same one. Okay, I'm satisfied. Let's move on to reading 2. I am so sorry. I'm not trying to narrate this whole thing, but I have to think out loud. This is how my brain works. Okay, that's about right. Position. Okay, so right away we have some cellulose on the left. And what looks like tan fungi on the left. I have to measure right above it because I can't. 0.2 units in length. For the fungi, it's tan, and it has a diameter of 4. Okay. Other plant parts that are not fungi, too thick of a cell wall type of look to them, too thick of an outline. I see lactobacillus. I see what looks like this could be a little piece of fungi, but I don't know for sure because it doesn't look like clear septa. They look like something else. Okay, one more smooth curvy pencil line right here. 0.048 units in length. We have other stiff pencil lines that I'm told are lactobacillus. Piece of tan fungi, 0.073 in length and a diameter of 3. And let's look at the aggregate to the right just to make sure. Nothing going on in there. Almost looks like fungi, but can't be too sure. Can't be too certain sometimes. Flagellate. Okay, I'm ready to move on. Field of view 2 of reading 2. This looks like something maybe becoming a cyst, or it could be pollen perhaps, but it's nothing we count. Okay, focusing away. Focusing toward. Smooth curvy pencil line, 0.086 units in length. There's a lot going on over here. Sorry about the noise. Almost looks like there could be fungi hiding in the aggregate, but maybe they're just little spores. Okay, moving on. Field of view 3, unit of reading 2. Okay, so needed to wipe my screen a little bit better. I'm not seeing anything here. Almost looks like a test. It'd be a really wide one if it was. Never seen one like that before. So I don't think it is. I think it's just some kind of debris. Or maybe it's a broken test and nobody's home anymore. But it does look like there might be something in there. Maybe it's a broken test and somebody is still home. That's not fungi. Okay, so we'll count it because it looks like there's somebody in there. Okay, moving on. Field of view 4 of reading 2. We have a little piece of fungi in the middle. It's brown. We have a flagellate right above. The brown fungi is 0.056 in length with a diameter of 3 micrometers. I see a little smooth curvy pencil line right here. So that's actinobacteria, 0.034 in length. That's units. And units is divide the screen by 10, which you can actually see above us right here. 0.034 of 1/10. That's what we're talking about. Okay. Here's another smooth curvy pencil line. 0.029. Let's move on to field of view 5. Okay. We have a flagellate to the right. Focus down, focus up. Almost looks like fungi, but it's so small. I don't see any septa. It's a little lumpy thing. It just has that iridescent outline that I see on fungi often. They have the iridescent and brown, thick brown outline a lot of times. The flagellate on the bottom of the screen. Okay. I don't see anything else. It could be a test on the left. I don't know. Maybe if we cheat it a little over. Nope. I don't think you're a testate amoeba. It looked like plate scale for a second. Okay. Field of view 2, reading 3. Oh, wait. I didn't go up. Field of view 1 of reading 3. There we go. That's what I meant to say. There we go. Tan fungi with a length of 0.208 units and a diameter of 4. The vacuum's hitting the table. Sorry about that. I don't know what to do. This is the situation I'm in until I can get myself into a better situation. Okay. Flagellate on the lower bottom. Flagellate. Actinobacteria, 0.051 units in length. I see some kind of a filament here, but I don't see anything chained up in it. And it doesn't necessarily look like actinobacteria, so we will focus down, away, focus toward, and we will move on. Field of view 2 of reading 3. It almost looks like we have fungi here, but it's twisted and tangled and cannot be for certain, so we won't label something that we don't see for certain. Okay. Smooth curvy pencil line, 0.043 units in length, and we will move on to field of view 3 of reading 3. We have a CETA. We have fungi here that's damaged, but it's tan, has a length of 0.084 and a diameter of 2. We have some clear fungi here, probably. It could be plant material. There's not enough clues. It's a little bit see-through. This as well. This doesn't necessarily look like fungi to me. Okay, so we will focus down and away. We'll focus down and toward, I mean. Wow. Okay, heading on to field of view 4 of reading 3. We have an interesting character here. They look like pears. They have a circle and a stem, and I find them often, and I don't know who they are. I think there's like a seed casing or something. We have a flagellate here. We have 0.056 actino here. We have a filament here that's twisted and tangled right next to a smooth curvy actino pencil line, 0.048. Let's focus. We have, is that same flagellate to the right? That's the one I already saw. Okay, moving on down. This looks damaged, but it does kind of has that fungi look, doesn't it? But no, it looks like it has a fork on it. Almost looks like fungi, bless you, but can't tell for sure. There's a little, another flagellate here. So we will focus back and focus forward. Plant filament. Almost looks like there's a test in here, but I cannot tell. Testate amoeba. Those look like bug pinchers. Oh, another flagellate up here, and another piece of curvy actino up here. 0.049. Moving on to the next field of view. Field of view 5 of reading 3. This almost looks like fungi, but doesn't quite have that look to it to me. The edges are too black. Now it sounds weird, but with no septa. Flagellate doesn't seem curvy enough. Flagellate, 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 flagellate. So 3. This looks like a piece of fungi. It has a length of 0.038. It's tan and has a diameter of 3 on some spots and 2 on others. So let's say 2.5 on average. This kind of looks like fungi, but it kind of doesn't. And it has kind of a ratty edge. So I'm going to say no. It's always good to be careful. This looks like damaged fungi, possibly, but also possibly damaged like plant material as well. Okay, so moving on to reading for field of view 1. Okay, so we have a smooth curvy pencil line here, 0.047 in length. We have a flagellate here and an amoeba here, a naked amoeba. And that's about it, right? Let's see. So we have what looks like fungi here, clear fungi. Length of 0.084 and a diameter of 3. Okay, moving on to field of view 2 of reading 4. It'll be right about there. We have a flagellate. We have an amoeba. And we have a testate amoeba. Now, I don't know if this amoeba is alive, if it ate somebody, or if somebody's eating it. So that's a good, I don't see a vacuole, but maybe because there's a bunch of food in its belly. Smooth curvy pencil line. 0.1 units in length. This almost looks like a little test, but if it is, it's clear anyway. Okay. Microfibers for my microfiber cloth. We have a little CETA here. And we're moving on to the next field of view. Field of view 3 of reading 4. almost looks like fungi and this too, but I can't be for certain because, well, it could be a spore and this one could be plant material. It's kind of twisted. There almost looks like there's fungi hiding in this aggregate, but I cannot tell for sure. Okay. Moving on, field of view 4. Right here. Flagellate. Focus away. Probably a microfiber on the left. Focus. Probably some spores or eggs on the left. Flagellate on the bottom, right here. And that's it, just a flagellate. Okay. Moving on, field of view 5 of reading 4. Flagellate, flagellate. Testate amoeba, you see the little hole in the oval shape. This does not look like a testate amoeba right here. It does have an oval shape though. I have a lot of oval and round organisms that we don't seem to know who they are. Okay, let's just zoom in so we can all feel good about this. Yeah, there's not like a hard shell on it. Okay, so we're gonna go back to 80% because that's what my ruler is calibrated to. Okay. Reading 5 at field of view 1. We have some twisted material at the bottom. Smooth curvy pencil line here at point. We're gonna round it to 0.1 units. That's 1/10 of the screen. Okay, another smooth curvy pencil line here at 0.048 units, which is almost half of a unit of 1/10. Almost half of 1/10 of a screen. So 1/20th basically. We have this looks like a filament and doesn't look like there's anybody in it. Okay, field of view 2. This looks like there might be a test here. This looks like it could be a piece of brown fungi. But it doesn't have a smooth outer. It doesn't look smooth on the outside, so I don't feel confident about that. But I do see a little smooth curvy pencil line. That feels good, 0.032 units.
I was asking about the ice cream, didn't when I looked in again, didn't that appeared?
Oh, look in the second drawer. There's 2 drawers. Did you notice? Try the second drawer. Field of view 3 of reading 5. There's a piece of fungi. It's tan. It has a length of 0.071 units. And it has a diameter of 3.5 micrometers. There's another piece of tan fungi with pretty much the same diameter, but let's just check it out. 0.034 units and a diameter of, diameter of 3.5. Okay, focus down. Oh, look, a smooth curved pencil line. Was it 0.083? Let me just double check. Okay. 0.083. There's another little one here. 0.03 units. Smears. Okay. That's it for this field review. Field review 4 of reading 5. Oh, we have something interesting up here. I wouldn't call that fungi. This looks interesting too. I'm like, who is that? I think there's a vacuole about to pop in it. It might be an amoeba. And this is interesting. There's like a pink spot. Okay, let's look around, look around. Focusing in. Smooth curve your pencil line. 0.063 units in length. Actinobacteria. Not fungi, and that's a naked amoeba. It's changing shape. Cool. And its vacuole just popped. Field review 5 of reading 5. Maybe it didn't pop, I guess it released the air bubble. See some filaments, but I don't see anything that calls my name as actinobacteria. Not even that little piece in the middle. Looks a little too rigid and thick. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much. I've been using my calibrated micrometer ruler that I made. It's calibrated with the, I guess it's called a stage micrometer. And 80% zoom, which is the largest field of view that you can see without missing some of the screen. So that was fun. Okay, thanks. Bye.